Do you do vendor events? I was asked recently to be a part of a vendor event at a church, and I actually had done an event for this church years ago, maybe like 5 years ago. And so at the time when I did that event, I think the event was maybe around 3 or 4 hours. So I was considering doing the event again. And then when they sent me the details of the event is now 7 hours. And I was like, why is the event so long? I don't understand. You want me to be a vendor at the event and spend 7 hours at the event, plus the time it takes for me to get ready, get to the location, and then get home. So in reality, it's almost a 9 hour day. And I thought to myself, why do they think that making their event longer in duration, why do they think that's going to make it better? If you're giving a lot of value, it doesn't have to be long. You can have an event and in 2 or 3 hours, like knock out some value packed information, whatever it is you're doing, whether you're having speaker panels or if it's a summit or I just could not understand. And I was just like, my time is so valuable. And even though I love getting in the community and sharing health information and sharing what I do, I just could not justify spending that much time for one event, which I am pretty sure probably wouldn't get me more than like 150 new people perusing, by and probably not even really interested in what I have because, health is kind of like not the sexy thing to check out. So, are you guilty if you have events of having events for an extended time that if you really thought about it, you can consolidate the things you're doing in your event to be a shorter time and give a lot of value to those participating along with the people that are attending, getting them in and out because I feel like time now is so valuable for everyone. And I know I host events and my events are 2 hour events. And I mean, we are just nonstop jam packed and I get rave reviews every time. And I think it's because I didn't hold people hostage for an extended amount of time and they got a lot of value and they got what they needed in those 2 hours. You can do it. But I don't know what is going on with the mentality of making your event longer and thinking that it's going to be better. That's truly not the case. So I implore you, if you are having events and it's not like a big summit where people are coming from around the country, it's like a local event, I implore you to really think how you can scale back, not on the value, scale back on the time and still jam in a lot of value. Because the value is really what it's all about. We want to give to the people that we're hosting these events for. And as people participating as vendors, you want to consider their time too. I'm very considerate of the people that participate in my events, the time they have to put in, the travel time, the amount of time it takes to prepare. And I think a lot of times the vendors can be overlooked. And I think that's not a good idea because you want to have pleasant vendors. You don't want to have vendors that are not happy to be in the space. So if you can do all you can do to make the people that are participating as a part of your event happy and then also making the attendees happy, it's a win-win. And I think sometimes the mentality is, oh, the longer my event, the more likely more people will come to attend. Well, I say no. If they're not going to come within a 3 hour window, they're probably not going to come during a 6 hour or 7 hour window. So if people want to be at your event, they will be at your event. You do not have to make it twice as long to make it better. You can make it better by packing it with great value and making not only the attendees happy, but also those that are vendors and participants in the event. So strongly consider that. It can make a difference. And I have to turn this event down because I just don't have about 9 hours of my weekend to dedicate to that when I have family. There's a lot of people that they're doing side hustles on the side. And my heart goes out to those people that have a side hustle but they work full time all week. Could you imagine you're working full time all week over 40 hours and then someone wants you to use your weekend to take out 9 hours of your day at their event? I don't think that's fair. So really consider those things, and let's stop with these super long event hours. It's just, I don't feel like it's fair to a lot of the people in the space. So, all right, those are my tips.